thanks so much for
Welcome.
I am thanks so much for joining. I am Eric Dodds, the lead designer of HearthStone.
I'm Ben Brode, the other half of the design team.
The design team is huge, both of us. And we're going to be doing the live fireside duel thing for your enjoyment.
You guys can ask questions or have comments or whatever. You can put them on Twitter at @PlayHearthstone or use the hashtag fireside hashtag. Oh, also you can just put them in our Twitch channel. You can just type away and we'll pick up the questions and maybe get to them between matches.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to do now is enter the queue and start to play a game.
This is our alpha build of the game. We're going to play against potentially other Blizzard employees who are just playing. I think I'd start with the Priest deck because I don't think we've showed a lot of that.
That sounds fantastic. Let's do it.
And this Priest deck that I built is
oh my goodness,
a little weird. I put some crazy cards in there. We're using some cards that heal things and some cards that
well, it turns healing on its head. You have those Akanai Soul Priests which turn all of your healing into damage, which makes some cards that you'd normally think of as powerful healing cards even more powerful damage cards.
Oh, we've got a reasonable opponent here.
Sounds good, sounds good. All right, a Druid.
Excellent.
So I'm not sure what to expect from a Druid right now in this environment.
Let's see. All right, well, we've got Greater Heal probably not good at this part of the game.
Not to start. You don't have an Akanai Soul Priest.
I like the rest of these cards.
Yeah, the Holy Nova, normally it's a little expensive for me, but I like keeping it because it's such a strong card if the opponent's doing a rush.
Now, this is a golden Cold Light Oracle. It's one of our special gold-plated cards here.
And that's one of the things that's in progress still with the game. So when you see some of the other golden cards at some point, you'll see animated cards in the background, but that's one that hasn't been...
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Interbait gives them some extra mana crystals early on.
Ooh, a turn 1 Imp Master.
Oh.
So the Imp Master brings out an extra 1/1 each turn, so soon the board is going to be full. We'll be happy we kept that Holy Nova.
That's stuff for turn 1. If I had one more mana, I could Shadow Word Pain that guy out of the game, but I got nothing to play this turn. I know who this is that we're playing. It's the guy that played the Druid in the first shoutcast we did at the announcement.
Fantastic. So hopefully they don't have a strong 2-drop to follow it up and keep the pressure on us.
Yeah, well, we definitely don't want to see Knife Juggler at this point because that would, well, it's not as bad.
That's still a lot of damage. I mean, it's good for destroying weapons. The Acidic Swamp Ooze, it comes in and destroys a weapon, but it's still a 3/2. Still something we have to deal with.
I can play this 1/3 minion here, the Northshire Cleric, but it's going to get eaten immediately by the Swamp Ooze, so I'm just going to deal with this Hidden Master before it gets out of control, Shadow Word Painting it.
I think it's already a little out of control, actually.
I say that too much. Things are too often out of control.
They're always out of control with you, really.
All right, it looks like he doesn't have another card to play from his hand using his hero power. That's good because I'm already seeing a lot of minions over there on his side.
And we don't have a lot of good 3-drops. I mean, the Cold Light Oracle is going to give him some cards, and he's got kind of a rush deck.
Well, at least it trades with the Ooze, which the Northshire Cleric doesn't.
Yeah, oh, I totally agree. We have to put it out there.
Yeah, we're just maybe playing into his hand a little bit, giving him some extra power. Oh, we got some good cards on ourselves. And this Greater Heal can keep us alive for more into the late game. And actually, this is a great combo with Akanai Soul Priest, because you could play that, and now this card doesn't heal anymore, it deals damage. Because the Akanai Soul Priest changes all healing into damage. So two damage for each card in his hand, he's got 6 cards, that'd be 12 damage. So that's a huge effect.
And it's not looking all that bad right now. I'm actually not too worried.
No, this time, he's got another Imp Master, but we have enough mana to play Shadow Word. So.
Yeah, and I kind of like him filling his board, because the Holy Nova, when we get there, is going to sweep it.
I could Darker Man, but I don't think that's actually going to do much for us this turn.
No, I think I'd like your initial plan of Shadow Word Painting that guy.
Boom. All right, so we're down about 9 health here. I could Greater Heal to, he thinks he might have something better in his hand because he's calling me out on the mistake for that play.
I think we just heal ourselves, though, with our normal heal. You think? Because we get 2 healing out of our standard healing ability.
I don't know if he's going to empty his hand here soon, and I want to make sure that I'm pretty close to topped off.
So we actually have a question about the game, is that the priest started with 35 hit points. And so that's, and you'll see it getting close to 35 right there. What that's about is that the player is going second is getting some extra hit points to compensate for going second. we've been sort of internally looking at the advantage that you have to going first, and we're trying a number of different options internally, and that's the option we're trying right now. So the player who goes second has 35 health to start.
You know, he played Nourish to draw 3 cards, and now I regret playing the Greater Heal because I could have played the Octonized Soul Priest and then played Greater Heal on him to deal an incredible amount of damage. But it's too late for that. I do have another Greater Heal.
I gotta say, that's what I was thinking when you were playing that card. So
this turn I don't have much I could do. I could play the Octonized Soul Priest and try and keep it alive with Power Word Shield, or I could play Mind Games.
That sounds pretty good. The Druids don't have a lot of targeted removal, so getting a big Octonized Soul Priest out there might be really strong.
Yeah, and actually, if he survives, next turn I can use my Hero Power to kill his Swamp Ooze. My Hero Power, instead of healing, starts dealing damage.
While we're waiting, there's been a request to show some of the board animations.
Oh yeah, we've been doing some work on that. We could
do some farming.
Yeah, we can pick some vegetables and then grow some new ones. And then we can ring the gong here a little bit. Oh, that Starfall does a lot of damage to my...
Oh my goodness, okay. Well, he's only got one thing on the board. I like how we're standing at this point because this is kind of a late game deck we're playing.
I think the time has come for Mind Games.
Yep, dig into
So we get a
his
random
deck.
minion from his deck, but he seems to have some smaller minions. Let's see if we get anything reasonable here.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler. That's not too bad. Should we follow up with an Oshard card now?
That sounds great to me because we might get the Imp, and he does...
The Knife Juggler threw his... So anytime you play a minion, the Knife Juggler throws a knife at somebody.
And we were hoping to get that Imp, but no such luck. So we have another question about will there be any exclusion like Muskie and Warlock deck cards, and absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these cards, all these cards with the white borders, we're still working on the kind of the color of the borders. All the white bordered cards here are priest only. And in the collection manager, it's very obvious which cards are priest only. As the hunter here plays, it's kind of a good combo. He plays the Violet Teacher, which anytime he casts a spell, he summons a little apprentice. And then he's playing a bunch of spells to summon a lot of these apprentices. And he really wishes he had Knife Juggler out. And he's playing 2 Wraths to deal 3 damage to each of my 2 guys who had 3 health.
And see, this is why I was talking about us wanting to keep that Holy Nova, because that Holy Nova is going to turn out very useful. So we have 7, the Holy Nova, and our Hero Power we could, or we could... Dark Command doesn't look that great at this point.
No, it's not going to do much for us. Holy Nova it is. Goodbye, all of the apprentices. Your class is empty, Violet Teacher. And he just played a bunch of his... Thank you. Back. He just played a bunch of his spells, so he may not have very many left to power that Violet Teacher up.
Yeah, I really like the Violet Teacher. It's an interesting card because it sort of forces you to play differently. You might hold on to some spells. Ooh.
Cenarius. All right,
okay.
In honor of Cenarius, I'm letting go of this kite here. Okay, so I could mind control Cenarius, but I don't know, he's just a 5/8 now that he's used his power to summon those Treants. I can silence the Treants and the Violet Teacher, which gets rid of their powers.
Doesn't do us a lot at this point, though.
I could Dark Command one of the Treants, run him into the other one, and then Mind Games.
Oh, yeah, because they both have Taunt. I was thinking you could take the Teacher and run into Cenarius, but they both have Taunt, so we can't do that at all.
I could go into Shadow Form and pick away at one of the...
And you could do Shadow Form and Dark Command, so you could do Shadow Form... 5, no, we can't quite do it.
The problem is Shadow Form only deals 2 damage with my Hero Power, so and once I kill both of these guys, there's not a lot to deal just 2 damage to.
I'm wondering if it isn't just best to just steal Cenarius at this point and have a big guy on our side of the table.
That's not a bad idea. He's got a lot of minions, but even the combined attack of all of these guys isn't enough to kill Cenarius.
Yeah, and our health isn't that low, so I might worry that he was going to buff all of his minions and give them a bunch of extra attack, but...
Let's pick some flowers.
Oh, okay. As long as they're drawn back, I didn't want you to be ruining...
Yeah, that's plenty of attack to kill Cenarius now. That Raid Leader buffs all of his other minions. And they play
Soul of the Forest.
And this is great because it actually, it's a spell, so it spawns a minion and then gives that new minion Death Rattle. And Death Rattle power happens when a guy dies. And, when it dies, they summon a 2/2 Treant. So all of these minions will turn into Treants when they die. And he's just ignoring my...
Which is great, because we have Mass Dispel. We were kind of hoping
Oh,
he would do
that's
this.
right!
And so we're going to be able to remove all of that Death Rattle, all of that Taunt, the Raid Leaders buffing all of those guys.
Yep.
This is going to be perfect.
So Mass Dispel silences everyone, and then they all lose all of their powers. Oh, and we draw King Mukla here with that.
Although it might be a good time to Dark Command. We could Dark Command, run one of those
Oh, that's true.
2/2s into another 2/2, use Scenarios to take out the 3/3, and the board's looking a lot closer at that point.
That sounds good. So I'm using Dark Command to steal this guy, use him against, and then, yeah, I can take care of that 3/3. Hey, this is looking way better. Question is, should I use Circle of Healing to bring my Scenarios back up to full health?
That's kind of tempting. I think that without it, he might just eliminate it.
Might as well. Well, that was a good turn. Master Spell, doing some work. Plant some more vegetables.
So, let's see, will HearthStone give us the option to completely customize decks, or will be only using the hero decks presented with customization within its class cards and boosters? So,
I mean, you can build a deck made of class cards and the generic minions.
yeah.
And but within that, you can build whatever deck you want. There's tons of interesting class combinations. And
Oh, wait. Yeah, we have some pre-built decks that you can use, but it's absolutely intended for you to build whatever deck you like, just that combination of the class cards and minions, and we have a full collection manager that will help you build those decks.
All right, so this is I can't really find a way to deal with this Cult Master here. And he was able to, I'm looking at the history here, he was able to draw a bunch of cards by playing the Cult Master and then running his guys into Scenarios.
So we have a question about what does picking flowers do?
It's just for fun.
But it's awesome. There's all the little things that you can do around the edges of the board, and that's just to have a good time. I mean, in some ways we think of it as our jump button. It's this fun thing to do. It's why don't you pick some more vegetables? Well, actually, let's focus on not dying and then pick more vegetables.
So I mind games, then it didn't work out great for me. At this point, I think I'm just going to heal myself and then go into Shadow Form and, or maybe I'll just go into Shadow Form here and take 2 health off the Cult Master.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Because once we're in Shadow Form, we have a lot of options.
Yep. And I do still have greater heal, so while I'm getting a little bit low, he doesn't know that I've got a lot of healing power. So he might overextend a little bit, play too many minions, and try and...
Yeah, but we don't have anything to deal with it. If he plays a lot of minions...
That's true. Well, here's Force of Nature.
And that's a great combination with the Cult Master.
Yeah, because anytime one of these minions die... Oh, Savage Roar! That's...
Wait.
Maybe I should have healed myself.
That's game, actually, right there.
Oh, that's exactly enough damage. I should have used greater heal last turn.
Oh.
Good game, Malfurion. I wasn't
fantastic.
prepared for Force of Nature and Savage Roar.
Yeah, our deck was just a little bit too slow coming out of the gate.
Well, even if he hadn't killed me that turn, those Force of Nature treants die at the end of the turn, and every time a minion dies on that side, of course, Cult Master draws him a card, so that would have been tough to overcome, even if we hadn't just died right there. Well, good game. That was my priest deck. What deck should we try next?
I don't know. What kind of mood are you in? Are you in?
I can't remember what we showed tons of. I think we should probably show this rogue deck off, because I think we haven't shown a lot of the combo mechanic. And...
The rogue is awesome.
All right,
the combo mechanic is certainly one of my favorites.
Finding an opponent.
So once again, we're looking for anybody who's at Blizzard playing the game right now, so we have no idea who we're going to be matched against. Hopefully it'll be soon. Hopefully it'll be soon, but we have no idea.
Oh, this might be...
So what is the name of the priest character?
The priest hero is Anduin Rin. He's the son of Varian Rin. He's got a huge backstory, actually. He's a really interesting character, starting to really come into his own in Mists of Pandaria.
And it's one of the examples of when we were working on this game, we wanted characters from way back in the past, and we wanted characters that are just coming into their own. So there's our warlock, Gul'dan, who you mostly know of, from his skull these days.
Yeah.
And died a long time ago. And at the same time, you have characters like Anduin, who in Cataclysm is, Mists of Pandaria.
Yeah, it's kind of
but Mists of Pandaria is really, really moving.
All right, so here we are, our opening hand for the Rogue deck. I've got Defias Ringleader. Combo works if you've played a card already this turn, and then you play a combo card, it does something more. So in this case, I want to play something first and then play him. The rest of these cards, I think I might just get rid of them. They're a little high cost.
Yeah, I'm always torn about the Kodo. I'd certainly get rid of the Assassinate, and the Kodo is probably get rid of it because we want to have something to combo with that Defias Ringleader, I think.
All right, so we got an Eviscerate, a golden
Okay,
Eviscerate.
that looks very solid. And again, that's one of the golden cards that you can sort of see where we're going with it, but it doesn't have all the animations that you will expect when we ship.
Greetings, Malfurion.
So we have a question about, does each class have a play niche, like minion buff Druid or heal control priest?
Well, yeah, we have mechanics that kind of feel unique for each class. The rogue mechanic is combo. And no other class has any combo cards, and we tried to make sure that each class felt unique to play. Each class has their own hero power.
Yeah, the Druid that we're playing against, nobody else has the choose one ability, so only Druid will have cards that can say do this or that. They have a lot of options, and each class has something like that that's pretty special for that class.
So Young Priestess is really strong. If he gets another minion out, it'll start buffing his other minions. Should I use my Eviscerate now without the combo effect to get rid of it, or should I just maybe use my weapon and start dealing some damage to it in the short term?
I'm distracted by our questions because we got the question I was afraid of.
Oh, what's that?
It's what's the name of the fish?
It's the HearthStone beta fish. Mateo, did you ask that question? I feel like that was you. Somebody actually asked it.
Oh, Knife Juggler. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Knife Juggler in the
Yeah, we've seen him a lot today, actually. Well, I really want to be able to combo these guys, but I don't have a lot of low-cost cards yet. Maybe I should put more in this deck.
The Bloodsail Raider isn't bad, well, except we want to use it as a combo starter, so maybe we just start with our weapon.
Yeah, okay, so this, I can use my hero power to get a dagger. I can use it again to give it +1 attack for a turn. So, should I run it into this Knife Juggler? It's going to cost me some damage, just to weaken him, and then next turn I can buff my weapon and attack him again? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
And we got a question, why did the Rogue start with 3 cards?
Oh, you start with, both players start with 3 cards, and then if you win the coin flip, you go first, and otherwise you get 1 extra card. So player 2 gets 4 to start, and player 1 gets 3.
So we can expect, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see multiple minions to kind of power up the Knife Juggler here.
Yeah, well, he's just used...
Or I could be entirely wrong. And we'll see if he chooses, this is his choose one. He could either choose the charge form where he gets to attack right away, or he could have extra health and taunt. So he chose to be very aggressive here.
Yeah, and we're already down to 20. Well, at least at this point, we can start to combo some things. So I could use my weapon and kill that Knife Juggler.
It's sort of tempting to sap the Druid.
Well, this minion has charge now, so...
But he only has 3 mana. He had to use Innervate to bring it out.
You're right.
So we're cost him in a card, and that will trigger the combo ability if we want to bring out that Defias Ringleader, which puts 2 guys on the table for us.
Yeah, he's comboed now, but I could also power my weapon up and just finish off this Knife Juggler immediately. That actually seems pretty tempting to me.
Yeah, or you could, well, actually, I guess you don't want to bring him out because he's great for starting combos.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get rid of this Knife Juggler before he starts doing more silliness. Leave him with nothing on the table and put the onus on him to bring something scary, because now next turn I start being able to play some pretty great cards.
Yeah.
Captain Greenskin, I can, every time I attack, draw a card, and the Assassin's Blade has got a huge amount of durability.
And Dave is asking if there's a time limit, and there's absolutely a time limit. We don't want somebody to, walk away if they're not in good shape. So after a certain amount of time, a fuse will appear in the middle of the screen and burn across, and when it finishes, that person's turn is done automatically, even if they haven't played any cards. So there's definitely a turn limit.
So I've got some setup here I want to do. I've got the Assassin's Blade that's great with the Bloodsail Raider, who gets more attack when I have a weapon, and I have Deadly Poison, which is just incredible, especially when you have 4 durability like this. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think that's a great choice. He has nothing on the table.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I attacked once with it because I'm scared there's some cards that destroy weapons, and I don't want him to get the full use out of that. So I'm going to attack once, at least do a little bit of damage in case he's going to destroy it next turn.
So I'm going to answer a couple quick questions. One was about the gem in the center. If you could mouse over one of our, like, Captain Greenskin there.
Sure.
That gem in the center, that means that that's a legendary card.
Yeah.
And it's just our way of indicating the rarity of the cards.
Yeah.
And another question has to do with whether you can build a hero-focused deck without hardly any minions. And the answer is you definitely can. In recent weeks, we've certainly seen a number of mage decks that have focused on blasting the opponent down with spells and maybe a smattering of minions with spell power to sort of finish the player off.
Okay,
anyway,
so
back to the game.
We've got, I think I'm going to Deadly Poison, just to start off with a huge weapon. I can now just attack this guy, but I'm getting really low. I think I probably do have to attack him, though.
No, you didn't, because you have Captain Greens. Oh, wait. Whenever he attacks. So you could drop him and draw a card, but
Yeah,
that's
at least
still...
draw me a card. I also could play all these combo guys now.
Yeah, you could play a 2 and a 3. We'd fill our board up pretty well.
I think, though, the right call, just get an extra card here. I need to make sure I have responses in case he does something kind of ridiculous. But that's good. I got backstab.
That's great for starting combos. I mean,
Yeah.
not only is it a good card in and of itself, but it's great for letting some of these other combo cards go.
Certainly, and I can play Backstab, and then follow it up with the SI7 Agent, and that's 4 damage total. So he's swiping here, presumably maybe using his hero power. Oh, he's going to use Wrath.
I have a question for you, by the way. There was a question about whether we have a leaderboard at the office, and I know you had a feeling about who the best Hearthstone player was, if you wanted to share that.
I haven't seen a leaderboard, but I'm sure I'm at the top of it. So. All right, so I'm going to start off with the Bloodsail Raider. He's going to get 5 attack from the fact that I have this 5 attack weapon.
Yeah, that's
here.
a fantastic play.
And now I have all this these combo guys.
And the question is now, do we want to fill our board in case he has some sort of... well, he just did a swipe, so filling our board actually seems like a great play.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, well, in case he had an area of effect, but after using the swipe, I'm less worried.
Well, if we don't keep some pressure on now, I think it's going to be tough. We're already at 8 health, and so I need to make sure to kill him before he draws some direct damage, maybe, to finish me off. He's got his hero power, so he can deal 1 damage a turn. Uh-oh, he's apologizing in advance. Oh, no.
Is it a claw bite, or...
Yeah, he's double. That's 2 claws.
That's 6.
And Savage Roar. Well, that's a huge amount of damage out of nowhere.
Yep. And so there's a question about the yellow outline around the road cards. What that means is that the combo power for that card has been activated. So it's just an indicator to the player that, oh, if I play this, I'm going to get the combo.
Malfurion!
We're doing real well so far.
Well, that's a bummer. I felt like I had it. We had so many guys.
That's a little surprising for, the best Hearthstone player here.
Well, I built some of these decks to show off the new mechanics, and I'm,
to try to let things get a little out of control. Is that it?
All right, so we're gonna play another game. Do you guys want to see a specific class? Is there any class that you guys are excited about? You can just type it in chat or tweet at Play Hearthstone, and we'll pick kind of what you guys are excited about. So go ahead and type away, and our people who are watching the stream will shout out something, and we'll choose that deck. I got a bunch of decks. I've got Rexxar and a Coke, Ghoul Dam. I got Make It Jane, Uther.
Your jokes are so bad.
As bad as the Hearthstone beta fish?
I don't know if any joke could be that bad.
Are we getting any kind of consensus?
It looks like a Hunter is what people are interested in seeing.
Hunter. Okay, we'll play Rexxar and a Coke.
So one of the reasons I like Hunter, one of its powers, is you have the hero power that deals 2 damage every turn, which means that you can always put the pressure on the enemy. The enemy can never just kind of sit around and hope that you can't finish them off. Yeah,
and if you can get some early damage in, even if they can play a lot of taunt minions, which I wish I'd had last game for that big attack from that Druid, but if they can do that, you can get those last 2 damage up, to finish the game over a couple turns if you can survive.
Yep, absolutely.
We're playing a Chaman. Well, this draw's not bad. I'm going second. Chaman, he doesn't have a lot of stealth secrets. I'm going to get rid of Flare, I think.
Yeah, this is looking good. The Snake Trap combo so well with a lot of the... this is looking good, too, because, well, let's talk about one thing at a time.
Oh, yeah. So, hey, this is the first time we're showing our new Stranglethorn board.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is Stranglethorn Veil, where I got ganked so many times.
Didn't we all?
I'm going to light the fire over here in the corner. Start out with a Timberwolf.
So, how many, going to catch up with some questions real quick. How many minions can be on the board? And each player can have 7 minions on the board at most. And you run into that limit occasionally, but not very often. And armor does in fact stack. So I've certainly seen warriors that have up to 12, 15, whatever armor. If you let an armor or a warrior sit around for long enough, they can become pretty strong. And that's pretty tempting. So Ben just put a snake trap down, figuring that this shaman will swing the totem into our wolf, killing it, but it's going to bring out 3 snakes, which is going to give us pretty strong board position.
That's great to have that early in the game.
Yeah.
First I was worried about this totem, the searing totem that he got from his hero power.
Oh no!
Oh, I think he knows it's a snake trap.
Yeah.
I think this guy actually is watching the stream, and so he knows what's in my hand.
So maybe we need to stop talking, or okay, no, that's probably a little more.
How can I cover my hand?
Oh! But the buzzard. The buzzard is amazing when you combo it with with the snake trap, because if he actually does attack the buzzard instead of dealing direct damage to it, it means that we're going to get 3 snakes and we're going to draw a card for each of those snakes.
Yes, that's pretty good. The question is, do we now unleash the hounds and give a charge? Or do we flare? It'll just cycle. There's no enemy secrets or minions with stealth, so we'll just draw a card.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe we flare just to try to get something more useful.
We're just going to flare just to draw something else.
And there was another question about whether you can attack the hero directly while they have minions, and the answer is yes. So there's a keyword called taunt, and when you have taunt, then you have to attack a minion with taunt before you can attack anything else. So there is a way to protect your hero. But like these minions right now, none of them have taunt, so you can attack the hero directly.
Frost Shock. I should have unleashed the hounds and killed the minion with spell power so that he couldn't have Frost Shocked my beast. And he's starting to get a lot of totems here. Should we be worried?
Well, we could come out with the bear and unleash it. Or maybe we just the thing is, I'm sort of expecting them to drop the totem that gives the guys on either side +2 attack, so I'm sort of expecting them to kill the bear if we just leave him out like that.
Well, I'm not going to have much else to unleash the hounds on, am I? Or should I save that? I mean, I'm pretty worried about some of these totems, I got to admit.
Yeah, it's just such a shame to use such a powerful card to kill a totem, but it might be the right call.
I don't have a lot of other beasts.
Especially killing that. What worries me most is that the totem giving him spell power.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to hold on to it in case he plays Flame Tongue Totem next turn.
Okay. And we can always hope that he's forgotten about the snake trap.
Yes. Forget about the snake trap.
Or that he's not watching the stream. So the Hunter special power is, if you could mouse over our special power, it's to do Steady Shot, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. You get to do that every turn if you've got the mana. And the Shaman's special power is to bring those totems out. So,
Well, that's not horrible.
So every turn the Shaman can bring out a totem, and it's random. They don't know what totem it's going to be, but they're sometimes pretty good. So you're playing the odds there.
Okay, now this is scary because he swapped his mind control tech with mine. Now that's, in general, not a great play. If you let him just attack it, but I think he was trying to protect this mana addict, which scares me because if he's trying to protect a mana addict, it means he's got a lot of spells in his hand.
But we have a lot of options for dealing with we have the Timberwolf, and we can put Unleash the Hounds and have that kill the mana addict without any problem.
So first things first, should we just, what might be better is to kill command that.
Oh, that's a great idea. Kill command that, it does the 3 damage.
And now we can finish off the mana addict just with this mind control engineer.
Yep, and now we can bring out the wolf if we wanted to risk it.
And we've got 2 Unleash the Hounds, so I think we should just play the wolf. We don't have enough mana to unleash it. That wasn't big attention.
That is what I was concerned about.
I don't have infinite mana. Instead, I will pick the eye out of this statue here. Clink.
So to go back to an earlier question, there was a
I shouldn't have played the wolf. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done it.
But
now he has yet to attack any of my minions.
But at least he gave us an extra mana by putting that Arcane Golem and gets to attack us for 8. And
I was sure I would get these snakes to pop, but...
So this is actually not looking strong. If we don't get a minion soon... The Houndmaster is a great minion if you already have a beast out, because it makes it much more powerful, but with no beast out, it's kind of terrible. So remember that thing where you shouldn't have played the wolf?
I shouldn't have played the wolf. This whole game comes down to shouldn't have played the wolf. So I don't even want to play this guy.
No, but that guy's he's got the Arcane Golem with Wind Fury, so he's going to be doing 8 damage, 9 damage around at this point. But I kind of agree with you. I kind of don't want to play the wolf.
We got to play it on a beast and get some taunt. I mean, honestly, if he plays Bloodlust, at this point, I lose, right? There's nothing I can do with Wind Fury.
I think, really, unless we draw a beast next turn, we're in big trouble.
That's true. Well, on the bright side, I have a lot of beasts in this deck, so...
And I'm a little worried, because if we lose this going 0-3, we're not looking like, the strongest players at this point. People may not listen to us.
I know.
I may not listen to me.
Well, these decks were just kind of for... Maybe I should play one more game with my warrior deck, which I have tuned quite a bit. And I'm trying to redeem myself.
Of course, now that you've made that...
Oh, that's the worst possible draw. So that gives beasts more attack. At this point, I'm going to take 8, 9.
You have to play the Houndmaster this turn anyway, even though... Well,
because I can at least play him, and the next turn, if I do draw a beast, I could unleash the Hounds, kill the top minion, the Houndmaster are going to attack the Arcane Golem. So I think I'm just going to try this.
Yep.
Maybe he attacks it and gives me some snakes. Maybe he doesn't know that I have a snake trap.
Although I don't know if, well, the snake traps would be great, because snakes would double unleash the Hounds.
Yeah, they're 3/1s.
We could clear the board, but...
well, hey, it's a got taunt!
Come on!
Now he has to attack it!
Yes!
Snake trap!
Our secret has finally been revealed.
I should have played him last turn. Then I would have had snakes for an extra turn. So many mistakes this game. If only I had known.
Double unleash the Hounds.
You
know, of course, we're going to be at 6 life, so, you know.
I can turn it around. I believe in myself. He hasn't played Blood
and you believe he has no direct damage?
Well, he's used a lot of it on my minions so far. So.
Okay.
All right. Oh, and I just drew the Gladiator's longbow, so actually that
sounds great.
That's pretty amazing. I can attack... let's
use that to kill the Arcane Golem.
First, I should unleash the Hounds, because now that'll let me get in here.
Sure. And so what Unleash the Hounds does is it adds +1 attack and gives all of your beasts charge, which the charge doesn't matter very much right now, but the +1 attack makes a huge difference. So
I also have Bestial Wrath, and I can use that to make my minion immune, and so he doesn't take any damage back from, say, the Arcane Golem. Maybe I should save this for when he plays something maybe bigger, if I need to deal with that. If I can just handle these guys with the cards in my hand. So maybe I'll Bestial Wrath this guy, and that guy. And now he's going to survive this attack. Okay, so which of these 3 other guys should I kill with the last snake? The guy who deals 1 damage, because I'm at 6?
I think we should bring the Gladiator's longbow out anyway.
You think so? And just kill one of these totems?
I think that we can't afford to leave anything left up.
I think that's reasonable. In that case, he's going to kill off this.
Yep, and then I think we kill the Wrath of Air. Because I'm not worried about him healing himself, I'm worried about him, you know, lightning bolting us.
Stabilize.
So a standard game, we've been asked how long does a standard game last, and at least so far internally the average game lasts around 9 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going a little long because we're perhaps a bit chatty.
Uh-oh. He's played Flame Tongue Totem, and that gives the adjacent totems +2 attack, and I'm glad we killed off that totem, because otherwise we'd have 2 totems coming at us here. And oh, hey, that's a great card to draw.
Yeah, multi-shot will take care of 2 of those guys, so the only question is, do we want to tactically remove 1 first so it doesn't hit that specific one? Like, we could use 2 of our snakes to kill the Flame Tongue Totem, and then multi-shot.
That's true, and it would definitely kill the other 2, but then if we multi-shot and hit the Flame Tongue Totem, then we can use a snake and then get extra damage here. I think we need to end the game quickly, so we're going to risk it here.
Yeah, I
agree. Get that Flame Tongue. Boom! And now the snake can finish off that last totem. Should I unleash the Hounds again to give these guys some extra attack?
We've got 2 of them. I think maybe we should, right? Because if we don't end this...
2 extra damage on this turn.
No, it also gives them charge. Let's not do it yet, because that way if we draw another beast, we can come out with swinging with it.
Okay, so I think I'm actually going to save my last durability here in case I need to handle a big minion on his side.
I totally agree with that. So we've asked what happens when you run out of cards during the game. So what happens is the game doesn't immediately end. Each time that you would draw a card when you run out of cards, you would take a damage for that card and it stacks. So the second time you draw a card when you would have run out of cards, you take 2 damage, the third time 3 damage. So the game doesn't immediately end, but it's going to end pretty quickly like our game did.
Speaking of ending, yeah, he used the lightning bolt. He has 1 card left in his hand. We almost turned it around.
So you remember playing that wolf?
I know. I shouldn't have played the dire wolf.
But now we're going to play your warrior deck, right? And turn this whole thing around?
Blizzard employees, it's on. Here I come. Garrosh wants revenge.
Why did you call the Garrosh deck the kind of a jerk deck?
Garrosh is kind of a jerk.
Okay.
He's kind of a jerk.
So while we're waiting, what's the card limit in our deck? Can we use more than 2 of the same card?
Not in standard decks, and you can only use 1 of each legendary card, but in the Forge you can use whatever you end up picking out of the Forge. Okay, Uther, we're playing Warrior versus Paladin.
This is looking pretty strong. A 1-drop shield bearer, which will protect us, and the fiery war axe at 2.
I like all 3 of those cards.
And Rampage, as soon as the shield bearer gets damaged, that's...
What did I tell you about this deck?
I don't know if I could have crafted a stronger
This is a good deck. This is my best deck.
That's a great.
I know I'm 0 for 3 stream people, but I feel good about this last game here.
You shall not pass.
So starting off with Shield Bearer is really strong.
Yeah, it's a great card to start.
But would be even better is if he... All right, well, face off. If he deals any damage to this guy, not only does he have Enrage, so he gets a little stronger, but I could Rampage him, and it's just devastating.
But of course, you have no way of damaging him because he put out a blocker as well.
So now I've got Fiery War Axe, and that's terrible against the Shield Bearer.
Yeah, it's terrible. That was probably the best card he could have played to counter us.
I'm just going to use my hero power, gives me 2 armor, and end the turn. I'm going to pick some coconuts while we wait.
Happy, frankly. Oh, okay. It's the Paladin Knife Thrower deck.
Uh-oh.
So, well, go ahead. Let's talk strategy.
Well, neither of these cards are especially good here. I think perhaps I Fiery War Axe, hope he attacks into my Shield Bearer to damage him. Actually, at this point, maybe the Knife Juggler will just get me within Rampage range, and I can turn it around that way. Because once this guy's rampaging, he can attack the Shield Bearer and finish him off himself. So maybe I just use my hero power and do nothing again.
That's so funny. That's tempting. And at 4, we can Fiery War Axe and Cleave to break our way through if we need to.
All right, we're doing it. Just going to armor up. A little bit of feinting here. Armor does stack up. Yes, I'm reading some of these questions. You can get up to 500 armor, I guess, if you spend forever using that hero power. Some other cards that give you armor as well.
Yeah, and to get back to another question about snake traps, you can only have 1 trap of the same type at any given time. So I could only have 1 snake trap out, but I could have a bunch of different secrets out. So I could have the explosive trap and snake trap and misdirection, a whole bunch of them.
Okay, so he's damaged our Shield Bearer. I can now rampage him and make him huge.
But if you rampage him, all he gets to do is bust through their Shield Bearer.
Yeah, but he's still a 4/4 with taunt.
And that costs 2, and it leaves us 2, and we can use the War Axe then to take out the Knife Juggler, which is, I think, the biggest threat right now.
Sounds great. So here comes my Fiery War Axe. Boom! In the face, Knife Juggler.
Yeah.
Well, your board looks kind of crappy now, doesn't it?
I think that waiting was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me to say that.
I didn't end up taking any damage beyond the armor that I built up, and now you just got a little Impmaster. And actually, I run Impmasters in this deck as well, because you play them, the first turn they're out, they make a new Imp and damage themselves, and they're perfect targets for Rampage. Wow, he's playing a lot of minions. I don't have a lot of AoE in this deck. I do have Brawl,
which is perhaps the most fun card to play. I don't know if it's the right time to play it, but I'm always tempted to play Brawl because it's so fun visually.
Well, it could be amazing. Right now, I could leave only my guy on the field, but it also could cause my guy to be destroyed. So
and Cleave is probably
Cleave feels
pretty good right now too, especially if you've already swung with your axe and take out. Maybe we take out that guy with the axe instead of the.
Oh yes, yeah, that sounds good.
Because we can take damage right now. Our health is pretty good.
All right, so now Cleave could finish these guys off, and if it doesn't, I can finish them off with this.
Exactly.
So
right. Cleave is feeling.
Boom! Oh, that was great. Only got that Impmaster left there. So.
And it seems like maybe we swing into him to take board position because we've got card advantage right now. We've got 4 cards. The Paladin's only got 3. Looks like he's playing a little bit of a speed deck, and so I think that we might have an edge here.
We'll get 2 Shield Bearers going. And hopefully he attacks him that second one and enrages that one too.
The problem is we have Big Game Hunter in our hand, which isn't a great card to play against this type of deck.
Yeah, he's playing a lot of smaller guys. He's unlikely to get anything up to a 7.
Although it is a Paladin deck, so he could have a
plus your Knight, plus your Kings.
Exactly. And power up one of his guys to be huge, and then we end him.
Yeah. Well, the Acolyte of Pain has only 3 health, so he's not going to take a lot of damage and really want to kill him off in one hit, so he doesn't, because every time you hit Acolyte of Pain, he
draws a card.
draws a
So
card.
either you want to not kill him by not doing damage, or you want to take him out in one hit.
So he tried to finish off my shield bearer, but I just drew another rampage. So this guy's about to get crazy.
And now the question is, do we swing for him because he's kind of high health, or actually maybe we use the Kokron Elite to take out his Acolyte of Pain.
Yeah, I just don't want to see that guy get any buffs because then he's going to take a lot more to kill. I think this time I'll even allow. He might have a buff in his hand to buff this guy and attack me, but at this point 7 damage is.
Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We say that now.
Threatening me back. Justice demands retribution.
So this is a question maybe from a long time ago. I'm just a little slow. Will there be mana crystal deprivation and reactionary in response mechanics in cards? And I hope this doesn't
Strategy.
turn out to be your wolf move.
Oh, and interesting. Use the Iron Beak out to silence my shield bearer, and that's.
Oh, that was
crud.
That was very strong. 2 damage to all of our guys. Both of our guys had 2 health, except for the shield bearer, which has no defenses now.
Yeah, I mean he's basically useless. You know what he is fodder for my brawl. I don't even know why he's bothering to attack the shield bearer at this point.
That's Nat Pagel is always a fun card.
Yeah, well, he could help a lot now because I'm running low and I need to get some more cards.
So Nat Pagel doesn't look strong, but he has a chance of drawing a card every single turn.
Yeah, at the end of my turn, 50% chance to draw a card. So
Yeah.
will I draw? Come on, Nat, catch me a fish.
And fish!
Fish!
Awesome.
Mortal Strike.
We're looking at a card disadvantage here, and
Yeah,
our board
we're-
isn't looking too strong.
Well, I do have Nat Pagel.
I know. I'm
So-
just saying that, you were promising great things with this guy.
Aha! So we play this Cult Master, and King Mukla. Okay, well I've got some bananas now. King Mukla is huge for only 3 mana, and he gives me some bananas. And he really wanted to be able to run that 1/1 into one of my guys to kill it, so he could draw a card with Cult Master.
Yeah, so Mukla is cheap for the price. I mean, he's a 5/5 for 3, but he gives you 2 cards that can power up one of your own minions.
Yeah. So I could Mortal Strike the Cult Master, or I could play Sunwalker to get myself some defense. I got a lot of health. I'm not necessarily.
The other thing we could do is we've got a lot of health, so maybe we just kind of hang out and bait him into filling more things into the board and then just brawl away our troubles.
I mean, we could just brawl now and hope that it kills. I mean, it's going to kill 2 out of 3 of his guys, at least, if not all 3. I mean, it's risky, but
I know you're a risky player, so I wouldn't want to stop you from your
the only
risky
scenario
move.
that would be terrible is if it leaves Mukla, because if it leaves the Cult Master, I could Mortal Strike it. Now, if it leaves the Cult Master, he'll draw 2 cards, so maybe this is definitely the wrong play. I think I'm just going to Mortal Strike the Cult Master. I can't afford to have him
Yeah,
draw
he's
it.
got to go away. So we have a question whether if you attack on your turn, can you summon minions afterwards, or can you only summon minions before turn structure along those lines? So it's kind of up to you, and a lot of times there's a lot of strategy between first I attack, then I summon a minion, then I attack again, etc. It's pretty important.
Oh, I took too long to choose.
We were
There's my
asking,
turn
but
timer.
someone was asking about the turn timer. There it was. We completed our turn.
A fish! Nat Pagel doing some work. I gave him enough bananas so that he could survive an attack from King Mukla, which I think is important. Oh no!
I can understand why you're so excited about the fish, though, given that you're such a big fisherman and WoW.
I have one of the Realm First Master Fisherman achievements from like Burning Crusade or something.
But anyway, we could talk about the mind control technician.
Yeah,
Sorry, I distracted us a little.
Oh, he caught a fish! Nat Pagel! I've drawn my own King Mukla.
So the question is now the time to brawl? Because we could brawl and then Mukla, or,
Yeah, I think at this point it's getting kind of dire straits. I feel like we might have to brawl.
because we don't care if he keeps that 1/1. We don't care if we keep the mind control tech. What brawl would do is it would destroy all but one of the minions.
All right.
It's so awesome. Let's play it.
Well, I think I'm gonna attack first in case my guy dies.
Okay.
Should I attack him?
Let's just attack him, yeah.
Here we go. Brawl. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Yes!
Perfect.
Victory!
Okay,
oh, that
the
is
perfect
wonderful.
brawl.
And I'm going to Mukla now. Let's just get it over with. You have nobody to put bananas on, Uther. Good luck.
Okay, so you had a little bit of luck going to overcome our early slow start.
I'll take what I can get at this point.
Yeah, that was great.
Lights Justice, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Oh, he uses the Outdoor Peacekeeper to change my Mukla into a 1/5. Oh,
he's still a little tough to kill.
Where's my mighty gorilla? And then he starts feeding him bananas. Oh, he's going to be a 5/5 now. Great.
That is perfect.
Well, I still have the Sunwalker, and he's just a beast because he's got both Taunt and Divine Shield.
It looks like bananas make you strong.
Oh, that's rough. I missed my 5/5.
Okay, there we go.
So I'm going to Sunwalker.
We have 10 because we could also bring out the Kokron Elite and combined with Mukla take out his 5/5 and regain board position.
Do I really need to take out the Outdoor Peacekeeper? Because he's going to have to run into the Sunwalker. Oh, I guess he can use the Lights Justice to ping off Divine Shield.
And it's just a question of control versus tempo. In these sorts of games, I really like trying to maintain control. Keep his board free, especially a Paladin. They have so much buffing ability. Because we could remove both of his minions.
Yeah, let's do it. And the question is, which would I rather keep? A 1/5 or a 3/3? Or 3/2, I guess. It's going to be a 1/4 or 3/2.
I'm thinking we get rid of Mukla.
Okay, Mukla, I'm sorry.
Because that way we can have a 3/2 left over.
A little attack power. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Mukla gets revenge on the guy who ate all his bananas. All right, well, this is a good board. I only have one card, but it's Acolyte of Pain, and he's going to draw me maybe at least one card. That's good.
So how does attacking work? Can I attack the enemy player's hero if he has a minion out? When do I have to attack his minion first in order to attack him? So you can always attack with one of your minions, no matter what minions they have out. You can always attack the enemy hero unless they have a taunt minion out. If they have a taunt minion out, you have to attack that one first.
So this guy must be attacked. Uh-oh, mind control tech. Yes! Things are coming up me. This is great. That is not what he wanted to see at all. He really was hoping to, you traded your mind control tech.
Oh, and there we go, and Gore Howl.
Excellent. So Gore Howl, 7 damage straight to the enemy hero. He already has 7 here. That's 14 total. But it's going to destroy my weapon. I could use it to just start pinging off his little guys. And I know you like board control, so maybe we do that.
You don't like board control? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Boom.
Perfect.
Gore Howl, instead of durability, costs attack to attack instead. So, all right, cleaned up those guys.
And we've got some. And what the heck? Let's put it all out there.
What the heck? No cards left. All in, baby. What you got, Uther? 3 cards?
Uther doesn't have a lot of great. The Paladin doesn't have a lot of great board clearing effects.
He already used 1 Consecrate earlier.
Oh, and we got a question about silencing rampaged minions.
No! He acidic swamp oozed my Gore Howl.
Yeah, I know, but our board is still strong. Our board is still strong. We still got this.
I'm so sad about that. Sorry, you were saying about Rampage.
I know you have a personal connection to Gore Howl and all that kind of thing. Oh, just whether you can silence a rampaged minion. And silence pretty much takes care of everything. So if you silence a minion, it removes all of the powers, all of the enchantments. It's basically just the numbers on that creature.
Yeah, whatever he started out as, that's his base stats. He goes right back to his base stats. Well, that's interesting. Hammer of Wrath, so draws me a card and him a card. Well, I've drawn Millhouse Manastorm, and Millhouse is risky, but not probably so risky this late in the game, because he has a Battlecry power that makes your opponent's spells free next turn. And he probably doesn't have very many spells, at least probably not very many. He
probably could have already played them anyway, so it doesn't hurt. This is a great time for Millhouse. We just got the sort of question I love, which is, this is an alpha? Level of polish is kind of insane on this. And thank you. And the thing that's exciting about this is we're just keeping making it better. We've been adding new effects. We're fine-tuning everything. It's awesome, and it's just getting awesomer.
So here's Millhouse.
Awesomer? Is that
awesomer? Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word.
It is now. Okay. So now his spells are free next turn. I don't think it's going to matter very much, but if he's got something like Lay on Hands or something crazy, then it would be quite bad for us.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Would you say that this is in control or out of control?
I feel in control.
Because it's been a while since you said that. But I guess it is in control, so.
The only card I'm really terrified of right now is Lay on Hands, because it heals him for 8 and lets him draw 3 cards, and that's those cards would also be free to cast thanks to Millhouse. So it looks like he's thinking he might just concede at this point, given that we have 9 damage available to us. He still hasn't found a way to deal with this Taunt Divine Shield, Sunwalker.
The Sunwalker is so strong.
Yeah, he turns games around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we have a question about whether you'll be able to customize the decks to your own liking. And the answer is absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You can build the deck any way you want, as long as you're only using general minions and you're only using other cards from that class. You can put any combination of cards in the deck. It
You
could
got
be
a full-featured deck builder to handle all that stuff. Yeah.
So it looks like we have a Divine Shield fight going on our hands.
He's thinking, like, because he could run in first with the weapon, get rid of Divine Shield, and then deal 4 damage.
That's what I do.
But then he takes 4 damage back, and that puts him at 9. And
That's
I
true.
can attack on that little 1/1 minion. That was a free Blessing of Kings, thanks to my Millhouse Mana stuff. So he did get some use out of it.
So we've been asked if the hero ability counts as a spell, and it does not. You can use it every turn, it costs 2 mana, but it doesn't count as a spell, so it doesn't trigger all of the abilities that trigger when a spell goes off or when a card gets played.
All right, so here's the tricky question. Do I just go all in for him, put him at 4, or do I start trying to manage this pretty big board that he's just managed to get all of a sudden? Because I could run both these guys here, attack him for 4, leaving this guy with only 1 health, which will then finish him off here, and then we both have nothing. So
Yeah.
I think probably just go in and
I
try to
kind of like the all-in method, because also we get him at low enough health that all we have to do is draw a damage card of any sort.
And I'm going to play the Kodo here, just to have a little bit more attack power. And it would have been nice to be able to eat somebody with that Stampeding Kodo, but...
Well, we have somebody else who's excited about the how awesome this board is, so maybe we could do some more clicking around or whatever.
John Zwicker and Ben Thompson really did a great job
Yeah.
on this board.
This board is fantastic. It really does. You were talking about it earlier, but it really does bring me back to my days of playing WoW and Stranglethorn.
Yeah. Okay, so he played True Silver, this True Silver Champion, and that's actually really good for him right now, because when he attacks, he heals from himself.
So he's going to get up to 6, and he can't quite kill the Kodo.
No, but he'll probably attack this 1/1. Oh, it looks like he's just going to go straight for
Wow.
That's a strange play, because I have a lot of health, so I'm not really worried about. And actually, this minion is great for me right now, because I could attack into that 5/1.
Yeah, it looks like he was listening to the stream.
Oh, maybe. Well, he deals 1 damage back on his way out, and he's only got 1 durability left on that weapon. I got no cards, though.
Yeah, so is this going to be the magic card?
All right, well, I could brawl at this point and hope for magic again. I could attack for 3 here. And then if I brawl...
He's going to attack with his Silverham Recruit into our Kodo.
Yeah.
And there'll just be a 1/1 left on the board anyway, so we're sort of left at this place where...
He might use... Oh, he can't. Well, he'll be at 1 health if he does. He might use his own weapon and this 1/1.
I don't know if he'd be willing to get it to 1 health. I wouldn't be willing to get it to 1 health.
But you have a 5/1 and I have very little. Oh, he didn't end up doing it. And that may be the right play. And he's using the last durability to get just high enough maybe to withstand a attack from a 3/2 weapon that I might have. I really wish I had that Gorehowl.
That's not the card he wanted to draw. So there was a question of whether you can concede, and you absolutely can concede when things aren't going your way.
My favorite. Draws as many cards until you have as many cards as your opponent does. I only have 1 card, so it just drew 1 card. Oh, but that's a great card to draw for him.
So maybe playing the Brawl would have been good just to get it out of our hands.
Although, now Brawl's looking pretty good. Well, actually, both are looking pretty good.
I think Brawl right now, because we've got a little time. He's out of cards.
Yeah, let's do it. Brawl again. No matter what result we get, I feel pretty good about it. Much trouble dealing with a 4/5 Taunt Divine Shield last time, and he doesn't really have much here to turn it around. Unless he draws something incredible. Oh, there's another big game hunter. Not super good.
Not super useful, but that guy, is amazing right now, and
So the question is, again, all in.
which is of course now when he plays Ragnaros,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Here comes Deathwing to ruin my day. Oh, another true silver champion.
Can he get through?
Yeah, he can, certainly, because
Just barely, though.
He can eat Divine Shield there, and that's rough, because what I don't want to see is him getting any more health.
Yeah, but he can't get through to our big game hunter this turn.
No, he can't this turn. I can use the big game hunter to
kill his
eat
poor guy. And if we get something that removes the shield bearer somehow, that's game.
That's true, yes. Well, no, because he's going to attack once and gain some health. Oh, he didn't attack! Interesting. Huh. Well, all right. I think, is this the right play here? And
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we have to put the pressure on.
I drew a terrible card here. Execute destroys a damaged minion. I don't see him having damage.
Because unless he draws something, he can use his sword to kill our Sunwalker, but he can't take out the big game hunter, and that's game.
Well, no, he'll heal 2 from the silver champion.
So he'll be at 6.
Yes. Oh, we're so close. Now we're both getting low on cards. He has 4 in his deck, and I have 6. And there's the Knife Juggler,
which is great early, and now he's got his hero power.
Reinforce going. And actually, that could be huge for him.
If he swings now and uses it, he uses his reinforce, and it does do the 1 damage to a big game hunter.
Oh, this is critical. If he can't do it, I won. If that knife doesn't hit that big game hunter, no! Oh, that's terrible. Because we would have attacked him next turn and won the game.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's got 2 minions.
Okay, we could use that and deal 1 damage to his hero if we wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to heal 2 more from...
I don't know if it's even worth bringing that character out right now.
Well, I think kill this 1/1.
We could, but I don't know if killing that 1/1 buys us very much right now. I mean,
what are we waiting for this guy? I mean, what's...
A more tactical time, and again, I'm not thinking it's buying us very much to bring him out.
Okay, all right. I'm trusting you. I made a bad play earlier, so I'm...
well, you've trusted me before, and it hasn't worked out well, so... So we have a question. Does your hero power auto-cast at the end of the turn if you have enough mana? And it does not. The hero power is such a tactical thing. Like, for instance, the Warlock hero power does 2 damage to you and draws you a card, and you absolutely wouldn't want that happening. And there's sometimes even some of the other hero powers that, for very specific reasons, you wouldn't want to do.
Yep.
So it's always a choice.
Okay.
So we'll see if I made a terrible decision.
No! Well, another execute!
The only thing you could do right now is we could kill the Knife Juggler.
Oh, you're right! Oh, why didn't I think of that last turn?
Yeah, why didn't I think of that last turn?
Oh, we're terrible players. This is awful. Okay, well, great! Ha! Okay, execute it is. I feel way better.
Imagine how smart we would have felt if we thought of that last turn.
Well, I still feel pretty good. So he's low. If we end up getting to fatigue, he's got 2 less cards in his deck. So he's going to start taking more damage from fatigue faster than we are. And he's lower, so he doesn't need as much fatigue damage to kill him.
So there was a question about what happens when you run out of cards. We may very well see that.
We may find out here. Here's the Imp Master, and that's not bad here. It's not the best that I could have drawn, but I only have 3 more cards in my deck. I think another one of them is an Imp Master, and at the end of each turn, he's going to make me an Imp.
Yep. I actually don't think that's bad, because really delaying a little bit.
Uh-oh. Uther is complaining. He's always got 1 card left in his deck. We have 3 here.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's not good.
That's bad for us.
Uh-oh.
We do still have this execute, so we might actually see some damaged guys on...
Oh,
Consecration!
Perhaps we shouldn't have talked so excitedly about our odds here.
Well, he has a damaged minion, so I'm fairly excited about that.
Okay, so we can do something, is what you're saying.
I don't know what's left in his deck. I can't believe we got him to 4. Hey!
Ragnaros.
That's a pretty good draw. So
we Ragnaros and we execute the damage guy.
Yeah. All right.
And now...
Enjoy your final card, Uther.
Well, we'll see who he hits.
Okay, so Ragnaros doesn't attack on his own. At the end of my turn, he does 8 damage to a random enemy.
Which is normally bad against the Paladin, because the Paladin keeps bringing up minions. But we have a 20% chance of him just...
20% chance. Here we go.
The worst possible choice. Although, we're still going to survive another round, I think. And he's out of cards.
His last card. No! Oh, equality. Oh, no. That is tragic. Oh, my. That could not have gone any worse.
And
Oh,
that's game.
Wait, no, I can hero power.
Okay, okay.
So I'm at 9. So he's got, what, he's got 4, 7, 8 attack on the
okay,
board?
so we'll live this round.
Okay, here we go.
And he'll take, here's some
And
fatigue.
Hitmaster's great. All of his guys have 1 health now.
And fatigue damage
Fatigue,
from...
take 1.
Oh my goodness,
You're
this is
at
going to be
3.
so close. Oh.
All right, well, he's got to go all in and take me to 1, right?
There's a question, are there any monster effects that activate when a monster dies? Brawl could be very powerful. Yeah, there's
Yes.
like the Cult Master is a great example.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
any of your other minions dies, you draw a card.
And one of the powers of our game is called Death Rattle, and that activates whenever, like my guy might say, like the Harvest Golem says, Death Rattle, summon a damaged Harvest Golem. So when you kill him, something else happens. All right, so he actually didn't attack me for all of the damage.
Which was a mistake. We win. Because he's going to take 2 damage from fatigue next turn.
He's got a minion with taunt.
No, okay.
Okay, this is my last card.
Yeah! And that's it.
Oh,
that's
the
over.
Black
The
Knight
Black Knight, he
destroys a minion with taunt, so I'm going to play him, eat that guy. Now, he's going to take 2 damage now from fatigue.
So we hit him for 1.
Hit him for 1. I'm at 2. Use my hero power for safety.
Yeah, and
fatigue deals the final 2 damage here.
Okay.
Every turn, fatigue ramps up 1 more damage. There it is,
so
fatigue.
we didn't lose every game.
Oh, at the last possible moments.
We
oh,
see
it looks like, oh, there it is.
A visual bug, and then it's over.
Victory. Oh, I'm so proud of us.
Well done. That was amazing.
All right.
Oh,
well,
my goodness.
That was an epic finish. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, we hope you had an awesome time. What a wonderful fight to end that with.
We're going to give a special shout out to Twitch TV for streaming it. They want me to say the fun doesn't have to end here. You can head over and watch the StarCraft WCS stream at twitch.tv/WCS for more awesome games.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, that was great.
HearthStone, Heroes of Warcraft.